Hey everyone, welcome back to Ganai's FOSS News. We're diving into a story that's raising some serious eyebrows in the open source community. According to Open Source for You, Mozilla has integrated Google's Play Integrity API into Firefox for Android. Now, on the surface, this is about controlling access to certain AI services. But here's where it gets controversial. This move introduces what's called device attestation, which basically means Google gets to verify whether your device meets certain requirements before letting you use specific features. For folks running custom ROMs or who care deeply about platform independence, this feels like a pretty big deal. It's a shift that has the free software community concerned about just how much control we're handing over to tech giants like Google. This raises important questions about what it means to use an open source browser when it's tied to proprietary verification systems. Moving on to a serious security alert. Researchers at Cyra have uncovered 6 vulnerabilities in protobuf.js, a widely used open source library that's fundamental to countless Node.js, AI, and cloud infrastructure projects. They're calling this collection of flaws Proto 6. What makes this particularly concerning is the scope of potential damage. We're talking remote code execution, denial of service attacks, and worst-case scenario supply chain compromises. The vulnerabilities relate to how the library handles schema validation, which means attackers could potentially inject malicious code or crash entire systems. Since protobuf.js is used across enterprise AI systems and cloud infrastructure, the implications ripple far and wide. If you're maintaining or using projects that depend on this library, Cyra's research is essential reading. This is a solid reminder of why security audits and rapid patching are critical in the open source ecosystem. Here's some genuinely exciting news. A major collaboration between AbbVie, IBM, NVIDIA, Red Hat, Human Signal, and the Linux Foundation's AI and Data Foundation has resulted in DocLang, a brand new open standard designed specifically for how AI systems understand enterprise documents. According to Open Source for You, this is a game changer because, let's be honest, documents like PDFs and docx files were designed long before anyone was thinking about AI comprehension. DocLang gives AI a common language to interpret documents, which dramatically improves interoperability and cuts down on the complexity of document processing. Think about it. Instead of each AI system having to figure out its own way to parse a business document, they all use the same open standard. This kind of vendor-neutral approach is exactly what the open source community advocates for. It reduces lock-in, encourages innovation, and democratizes access to AI capabilities. This is the kind of infrastructure that enables healthier AI ecosystems. Staying with the theme of democratizing AI access, there's another important development. According to Open Source for You, Databricks has launched OpenSharing, a new Linux Foundation-hosted standard that's extending their popular Delta sharing framework into the AI era. The key innovation here is simplicity and security. OpenSharing enables organizations to safely exchange AI models, agent skills, and enterprise data across cloud environments, on-premises systems, and multiple platforms, all under a unified protocol. This matters because right now, there's no standard way for organizations to share these AI assets securely. What OpenSharing does is create a vendor-neutral framework where data scientists and engineers can collaborate without reinventing the wheel for every integration. It's infrastructure that moves us toward more open, interoperable AI ecosystems. When you can easily share models and data across organizational boundaries using open standards, you're enabling innovation at scale. That's the promise here. Now here's something cool for all the developers out there. Xiaomi has released MiMo Code version 0.1.0 as an open-source project under the MIT license. According to Open Source for You, this is an AI coding agent with a really interesting feature, persistent memory. Here's why that matters. When you're working on long, complex software projects, context is everything. Traditional AI assistants often lose track of what you've been working on, forcing you to re-explain your project structure and goals constantly. MiMo Code changes that by maintaining context across extended development sessions. It remembers your project structure, your coding patterns, and the decisions you've made. That means fewer workflow interruptions and smarter AI assistance as it learns your specific project. The fact that Xiaomi is releasing this under MIT, one of the most permissive open source licenses, means developers worldwide can use it, modify it, and build on it. This is the kind of tool that could genuinely accelerate development cycles. The computer vision community just got a major upgrade. According to Open Source for You, OpenCV has released version 5 with a completely rebuilt deep neural network engine. But here's what makes this significant. It now includes native support for large language models like GPT, Gemma, and Qwen, plus vision language models. This transforms OpenCV from primarily a computer vision library into a broader AI inference framework. The rebuilt DNN engine also improves compatibility with ONNX, the Open Neural Network format, and extends support across Intel, ARM, Qualcomm, and even RISC-V hardware. What this means in practical terms is that developers can now run sophisticated AI models directly within OpenCV workflows without jumping between different frameworks. It's about efficiency, compatibility, and lowering barriers to entry for AI development. OpenCV is one of the most widely deployed open-source projects in the world, so improvements here have ripple effects across countless applications. Finally, let's talk about productivity suites. According to its FOSS, ONLYOFFICE DocSpace version 3.7 now includes AI-powered file generation. Users can prompt the system and have documents created automatically. The release also adds support for DeepSeek, xAI, and Google AI services, giving users choice in which AI backend to use. Meanwhile, Collabora's Code 26.04 release is being called their biggest yet. Its FOSS reports that this experimental online office suite now includes AI tools integrated across all 3 editors, Writer, Calc, and Impress. That's comprehensive AI assistance for documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. What's encouraging about both releases is the embrace of open standards and multiple AI providers. Neither is locking users into a single AI service. These developments show the open-source productivity space is competing seriously with proprietary alternatives, while maintaining the freedom and transparency that users value. That's what we've got for this week in open-source developments. From Mozilla's controversial verification integrations to exciting new AI standards and tools, the free software community continues pushing boundaries and democratizing technology. If you found this roundup valuable, please hit that like button, subscribe for weekly updates, and let us know in the comments which story caught your attention most. Are you concerned about Mozilla's Google integration, excited about DocLang, or planning to try out MiMo Code? We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching GNY's FOSS News. See you next week.